Hello, everyone. Today we are going to talk about copyright vocabulary as the video series of vocabularies in law. The order of content in this video is that we first introduce the vocabulary and then we get into the definition and then we illustrate an example for more understanding. First of all, we need to know what is copyright. Copyright is a right of creators to their creation. Who are the creators? Creators are humans, and their creation are any work that comes out of mind of any human being. For example, a book, a note, a painting, etc. So anything that comes out of mind of a human, we can call it creation or in the context of copyright work. Number one, intellectual property. What is intellectual property? First, let's get into the definition. We divide the properties into two categories: tangible and intangible properties. Tangible properties are the things that you can touch. For example, your car, your house, your land, the stuff you're using every day, that you can touch them and they're worth money. Intangible properties are properties that human beings cannot touch them, but they worth money and we can sell them and earn money from them. For example, a trademark, an invention, a literary works, etc. An example for more illustration is that Google, one of the most famous and most income company in the world, has office in San Francisco. This office is Google's property, but it's Google's tangible property because you can touch it, you can see it. But Google brand, the name of Google, is their intellectual property because you cannot touch it, cannot physically see it, but it is the name that has worth money and people are ready to give money in return for Google. Number two, economic rights. A person who owns a copyright property, an intellectual property, has two kinds of rights: economic rights and moral rights. In number two and number three, we are going to get deep into economic rights and moral rights. What are economic rights? Economic rights are the rights that give creators control over how their work is used to make money. Actually, these rights give you the control over your property to earn money from that property. Let's get into an example. Let's imagine Ed Sheeran, one of the most famous singers in the world, and he has a song called Shape of You. Shape of You is very famous. Imagine this song. We are going to see the economic rights of Shape of You song. It has the actually Ed Sheeran has the right to reproduction. It means that he can make recordings of this song on CDs and stream it, make it available for download, etc. Distribution rights are the rights that give control for Ed Sheeran to distribute the work. For example, put it on iTunes, Spotify, making CDs and selling CDs, etc. Public performance right. This right give Ed Sheeran the authority to perform this song on concerts, and also if this song is going to play in any public place like restaurants, like any, for example, stores, Ed Sheeran has the right to receive royalties. Royalties royalties are the money that Ed Sheeran will receive in return for the song Shape of You. Derivative rights. Imagine that somebody wants to make a remix of the song Shape of You. That somebody needs to get permission of Ed Sheeran. Otherwise, any remix will be unlawful and a violation of the copyright. Derivative rights or derivative works are the works or creations that base on another creation, another original creation. Synchronization rights actually, Ed Sheeran has the right to determine if this song is going to be played in any movie, any video game, any show. And if this song is going to be played, first of all, they need to get permission of Ed Sheeran, and second of all, they need to pay royalty to him. Number three, moral rights. Moral rights are the other rights that every creator owns. The first one was economic rights, and the other is moral rights. What is moral rights? A person who owns a copyright related property or intellectual property has the right to be known as the owner. One of the most famous singers in the world, beside the economic rights that she absolutely owns, she also have the rights over her songs to be known as the singer. For example, you cannot upload her songs onto any website and call that, oh, this song is the singer of the song is, for example, Lady Gaga or Rihanna. She has the right to object to this behavior and says, please mention the right singer. Number four, derivative work. What is derivative work? As already we just get into it a little bit, you know that derivative work is any work that based on an original one. For example, you make a movie based on a book, or you make a remix based on an original song. The movie or the remix one are going to called derivative work. Another example is the famous movie West Side Story, that is a derivative work of the William Shakespeare's play Romeo and Juliet. Number five, work. Work is actually the creation of the creator. Work is anything that comes out of mind that can be capable of protection. In simple terms, a work is any original creation like a book, song, painting, or film. When someone creates a work, they automatically get certain rights over it. These rights allow them to control how their work is used and shared. Actually, work is that creation. And this term usually is common in the legal concept, in the legal community over other communities. Number six, public domain. What is public domain? A work, a creation that has no limits. Everybody can use it. Everybody can just copy it. Anything is possible about it. We call it a work that is in public domain. For example, Pride and Prejudice, books like Pride and Prejudice, The Adventure of Sherlock Holmes, the complete works of William Shakespeare. All these books and plays and notes are in public domain because a lot of time has been passed from the death of the writers. Number seven, fair use. What is fair use? Fair use means that in some exceptional occasions, you can use a creation of a person without his or her permission. For example, if you want to use it for teaching, for criticism, for comments, for news reporting, for example, imagine a kind of show that is called parody, which actually creates some works that criticize songs and movies. These are not considered violation of copyright because these are considered fair use. Other types. Other types of fair use are movie reviews, book reviews, educational purpose, news reporting, research, internet memes, GIFs. For example, you can see that there's a YouTube channel called Cinema Sins or Nostalgia Critics that use short clips from films they review or critic. Number 8, collective work. A collective work is a work that is created by more than one creator or author. Example is the best American short stories, that is a collection of different stories from different writers. And the copyright issue and the copyright of authors is separated. Every author, every writer has its own copyright, and the industry, actually the publisher or that entity that created the collective work, for example, on the material notes, a specific selection of works and menu, has copyright over that part of the creation. Number 9, term of protection. Term of protection actually is time of protection or the length of protection. It is the time that the law protects a work against the violators. In every country, there is a special limitation of protection. We have here a term of protection for USA and Europe, and we see that for every creation we have protection for life of the creators plus 70 years of his or her death. Number 10, infringement. Infringement is violation, is using of a copyright without the authorization or permission of the creator. For example, if you use somebody's copyright, for example, you create a work. For example, you provide a book online and make it free for people to download a book that is published, and the writer is still alive and owns the copyright.